Welcome to the Heavyweight Podcast.
The message behind saying the title of the Heavyweight Podcast is to be able to say that we can weigh in on some heavy shit. You know, what we're talking about is important from every aspect of it. It's a heavy weight. It's not just about physical weight, but the weight of things that can weigh our minds. So I think it's dope that we can have this conversation.
It was good. All right, let's do it. What's good? This is episode 144 of the Heavyweight Podcast. I am Stutter McFly, your antisocial host, back with this lady and these three guys. Go ahead, state your name for the beautiful people out here.
Thanassus.
Thanassus?
Thanassus.
Wait, hold on.
Like Taylor Swift?
Hold on.
Thin?
Hold on.
However you want to take it.
You said
Thanassus?
Thanassus.
All right.
You said thin asses.
Okay.
Thanassus.
So you talking about them bitches that be in the gym with the long backs?
Hey. This
been a long week.
Open to interpretation.
Long ass day.
Thanassus.
Thanassus. All right.
It's your boy Molito.
And they call me Hunter.
And I'm Des the Diva.
I'm sorry, who are you?
You're not gonna play with me like you be playing with Hunter.
How are your weeks?
It's a long week. I ain't gonna know. My wife is gone. She didn't leave me. That sounds awful saying it like that.
Yeah, you should have.
We understood what you meant, though.
Right.
She's out having a blast, so that's good.
You
She might see Beyonce. They say Beyonce might show up. So
Oh, I hope she gets that
yeah.
opportunity.
Stagecoach?
you let her go by herself?
Well, she was the neighbor, but like shit. Somebody had to go once we bought those fucking tickets.
Was that why you bought the hat?
Nah, this is well before This Ain't Texas, and then she came out with that shit, and I was like, damn, man. They think I'm biting Beyonce. I've been a black cowboy.
Well, they feel like Beyonce biting everybody else, so don't feel bad.
No, I was like laughing because all those fools like, we don't want her here, and I'm like, as soon as she walks out, they're like, well, I mean, since she's here, I might as well watch.
They're gonna sing that song word from word when
Exactly.
she up on the stage.
I got my silver hat. Like, why do you have that?
Anyone else?
My week was stressful.
Oh,
Pourquoi?
We
You know.
noticed.
Went through a lot of emotions this week. A lot of pain, a lot of hurt.
like physical?
Both, nigga.
Did you
Actually,
learn and
I
grow
fuck-
from it, though?
I hurt myself on Friday. This shit still hurt. So I was pulling the door down, and a goddamn piece of metal hit me right in the chest on Thursday. And I said, "Damn, this is my ticket. I should have just fell over."
Where were you at?
I was at the offsite lot, so I still had to make the call.
Yeah.
But just personal shit, and a lot of anger this week too. So I killed a bunch of people last night.
Got you.
He met, through video games.
However you interpret it, I might be Dexter. You never know.
Well, this would be the worst place to let people know.
So yeah, that's it.
That's what's up.
Oh, my week was awesome. So I got to spend time with the family and the grandkids, so it was cool.
How many steps did you get in?
No idea.
You didn't count him? Oh, that's good. He don't wear his Apple Watch.
He's analog.
Hunter, the only motherfucker that buys shit to not use it.
Yeah.
I use
And
it
you
at
got
work.
the Ultra, right? And you
Yeah.
don't use it? That shit
I
is
use
too
it at
expensive.
work.
Shit.
What, one day?
No, I use it every day at work.
That's an expensive shit just to use just at work. I use my shit 24/7.
That's my work watch.
Hey,
My Apple Watch is my watch.
24/7.
Period.
I believe you should have work stuff and then home stuff.
hey, what did Usher say? When you got it, you got it.
So do you take home? Do you take home shits and work shits?
You approach them differently.
No, I don't take work shifts.
Don't talk about that. I feel
Please don't
bad.
get him started.
Never mind. Yeah.
Yeah, because you're going to walk down the road, but no, I don't take work shifts.
Oof.
I mean, shit different when you're
what?
getting paid $100 an hour.
What do you mean? Time out.
He don't take work shit.
You don't shit at work.
No.
He don't shit in jail, so I don't know why it's shocking that
Thank
he don't
you.
shit at work.
Jail, I
Well,
kind
you
of
get
get
paid
it. I kind of
to do it
understand.
at
He
work.
Yeah.
obviously got control over this shit.
But why?
Yeah, exactly.
When
I got
you getting
control over my
paid?
shit.
I
And
mean,
all different
if you're
kinds.
getting paid that much an hour, it kind of feels like the standard to shit at work.
Go do
You
it.
know, all the years in package, I just still have that same
Exactly.
routine.
Package it.
You know, I'm just saying.
That's your week. We going off the deep. My bad. I started that
sorry.
shit. My bad.
No.
Damn, I
It
got
just-
that shit again.
You got all
Bowel
the years in
movements.
package I drove. I couldn't had no choice in the bathroom, so I just learned how to just. And I kept that same routine.
Bullshit.
Understood.
I had designated spots.
God damn it! I wanted that sound. Oh. Bullshit.
You should have said it to me.
I did.
Yeah, I say that quite often, actually.
That little
Bullshit.
boy.
Bullshit.
Yeah,
He
bullshit.
said, "Oh bullshit." He's
Bullshit.
so cute.
Ain't
That's
little
perfect
more.
right here.
He ain't lying.
Bullshit.
The diva, your week.
I had an uneventful week, just chilling.
Bullshit.
I didn't do shit this damn week. You don't know what I did.
Bullshit.
You had a hunter week.
I had a hunter week.
Right?
Worked all week.
I recall you cussing niggas out in the parking lot of Ross.
First of all, I didn't cuss anyone out.
I was the person you cussed out.
I didn't cuss you out.
Okay.
Is there something that went on that we don't know about?
You was on the live, nigga. You saw it.
Oh, you talking about the lie? I thought you meant like y'all physically saw each other and she cussed you
No,
out.
I didn't cuss him
Oh,
out.
yeah, because I was like, yeah.
I don't even cuss people out anymore.
I almost went down and filed a
It's
restraining order.
not worth
Every
it.
time I'm at
I just
Ross,
give
I
them a
wanna
dirty
fight.
look and keep walking.
Exactly.
I was gonna act. Well, you probably don't want to share that.
I
What?
didn't cuss
I was gonna
nobody
try
out.
to figure out because she said she was banned. I wanted to know exactly what happened.
Oh, I cussed somebody out.
He's like, I don't cuss him out in person, but I'll
had to
cuss him
dig
out
a
on
little
social
deeper.
media.
I could not help it.
You gotta learn how to use your words right.
You could help it. Hey, they deserve it.
He walked into it. I just couldn't help it.
That's how I got. That's how I got my first child. I walked into it.
Oh, hell.
But no, when you do that, you just gotta learn to put your words in different places and saying
Yeah.
I agree.
Why you looking
because those algorithms
No,
will get
because
you.
I agree with him.
No, I know.
I saw the look and I was like, yep.
Okay.
I tried to spell the words in ways that they wouldn't know that I was cursing, but the person I was cussing at would know I was cussing, and I still got banned.
What was the? Hold on. See, now I need to know what were the words were and how you tried to spell them.
Like, for example, I put like a different symbol in the middle of bitch so that I can.
Oh, that's not. Yeah,
and
that's.
none of it worked.
No.
Yeah,
No, that's.
I didn't know.
that's you gotta understand when they do it. It's common. So if you want to say bitch, you would put BIT space CH.
You be cussing people
Okay.
out on the internet.
Big Fly your week. We're not finna sit here and tell people how to troll people.
We gonna talk after this because
You just gotta learn how to break things up. Like I can't say
Yeah.
Christians.
He deserved it. Okay, I don't think I could say the rapper's name, but a rapper made a comment about not singing love songs to women anymore. So I said this particular rapper got a wife and a side bitch, and I think I said a deportation agent or some shit like that.
You can say his name.
Oh.
It was 21 Savage, and I said, "Don't he got a wife and a side bitch?"
Is he a
and
rapper though?
I don't know what he
No,
do.
time out. Why would anyone hear a love song from 21 Savage?
And
He shouldn't. He shouldn't.
Yeah, I said something about it, and then the man's response was, "It's always the fat, ugly black bitches that got stuff to say." So I let loose on him because
Hold on. So that means
Oh, you gotta.
I would have like so you was on my page.
right. But I went to his page and I got all the ammunition I needed, and then I got banned. So
I'm not arguing with no nigga with a cross on his forehead.
yeah,
Yeah.
I just.
You're a week McFly?
Yeah.
I would say it's uneventful, but I shared it, so fuck it. Was it Wednesday?
I don't know what you
Was that Wednesday? The shit that happened outside
yeah.
that
Yeah.
So I want to just share it because fuck it. My neighborhood is normally, boring. So I like that.
Yeah.
But then some people were renting a room on the street that I live on, decided to bring their bullshit to our neighborhood. And around, I want to say 9:50 something, there's footage. So I'm going to go with the footage. A car pulls up. It's like a Kia Forte or whatever pulls up on our street. They jump out the car. I'm watching this all on the video because helps out the car. She's topless, titties flying all over the place.
Were they nice?
Yes.
Anyway, so
It's important.
she's getting into it with her boyfriend. They're arguing. At some point, she beelines it for my neighbor's front door. All this is on camera, by the way. I'm gonna keep referring to that. She runs up to the door. She's screaming, please help. He then proceeds to swing on her at the front door. He hit her. He connected while she was on in the fetal position in front of the neighbor's doors. She gets up, titties were flapping around again.
And then what she do?
She goes, he hit me, to whoever she's talking to on the phone. Then she runs back towards him. Don't know why. And then there's footage of her running back towards him. Then they're on the street. And then there's another camera. I'm going to keep pointing this out. Another camera then watches him get her on the floor and drag her by her braids down the street. Yeah. Pulls out a couple of braids. Then they proceeded to end up on my front porch. And for whatever reason, he's trying to enter a code to get into my door. And as the audio's playing, she keeps telling him, enter your code, I don't want you to get in trouble. I'm saying, who the fuck code do they think is going to work on my door? Then she says, nothing? I don't want you to get in trouble. He says, you called the cops on me, you stupid bitch. Yeah. He's trying to hurry up and get into the door because the cops are on their way. The cops get there. He goes, oh shit, they're here. Mind you, this whole time he is looking directly at my Ring camera and the camera, the floodlight that I have that shows his face directly. Doing all this shit in audio, full audio.
Yeah, absolutely, 4K.
So he goes back. He goes, "Oh shit, they're here." She then says, "No, go. I don't want you to get in trouble." She gives him a shit. He walks down the street trying to act as if he had nothing to do with it. She then tells the cops that it's a complete different person, complete opposite of him, because he's light skinned black. She says it's a white dude with short hair that tried to pull her out of her car and abduct her.
Oh, I had no problem with that.
So when the cops got there, her titties were still out?
No, somehow at some point in the midst of this, she ran back to her car right before they got there to put a shirt on.
To get a shirt on. And she obviously was black too. You said her
light skin, yeah.
Lord.
Hey.
And then
a white girl who came from Jamaica.
Anyway, so
True.
She tells the cops the story. Then I hear helicopter.
Oh wow.
There's like 6 squad cars running around the neighborhood looking for this description.
I love it.
The neighbors, since majority of my neighbors are white, all have footage and they're all centered in amongst each other, which is why I can watch the entire timeline.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And then the next morning, I get a text message going, "Oh, they arrested his ass." And then, yeah, but the neighbors saw him walking around all willy nilly the next morning, and then proceeded to call the cops and they arrested his ass. I said, I don't know why the fuck you thought after doing some shit like that it was okay to just walk around, but
because he knew she wasn't gonna press charges.
That's exactly why.
But white people will.
She said the charges is pressed for him.
Yeah.
Like it's on all cameras.
Shit, that shit pressed on her behalf.
Yes. And they had it all
on breast her behalf.
Are you in one of them threads where you get all the messages? That shit's fun. Where you're like, well, let me see what's going on.
Yeah, there's a whole group on Facebook for the
fireworks
neighborhood, for the street
gunshots.
specifically. So.
Just for the street.
I love it.
A group of 20 people
for the street.
Are they for the streets?
No.
That's exactly why they have a thread.
Right.
So as soon as they saw him, they were like, "Oh, we're calling the cops on him," and they went and got his ass.
They probably told him, "We're gonna call the cops on you, buddy."
Yeah.
They told him.
And they let, because he was renting a room at a certain house, and they let them know, like, "Hey, I don't know if you noticed, but the people that they're responsible for this that happened last night."
That's the only thing I like about my HOA is that shit ain't allowed. So if that happened, I'm like, damn, you got a hefty fine coming, homie. And jail.
So anyway,
well, that's eventful.
That's how the midweek went, and I'm still waiting for Kendrick to respond.
I'm not. He's going to.
He's going to respond, but I'm excited to, like, I've been sitting there thinking of all the, at that time when that was all happening, I was watching videos thinking of what he could possibly say.
I'm going to be honest, half of me feels like he might just be like, that's what you came at me with? Like, I'm going to just hit you with some bullshit, because fuck you. Like,
yeah. I think at this point, the silence helps him.
Yeah, I just know that.
I feel like Drake is getting, because Drake is getting antsy.
Only if he didn't do all the shit he's doing, it didn't help him, but Drake's like, come on, man, respond. That helps him.
Yeah. So anyway, that was my week.
Yeah.
I think.
Well.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it was my week. Fuck it.
I'm glad you told the story because I kept going to your page waiting for you to put the information.
Yeah, when he got arrested, I said, "This nigga here."
Nosy. Yep, I saw the picture and was like, "Ooh."
Yeah.
What happened?
But she was working all week.
I work from home. I scroll and type.
So that was I've never
Contact
seen that
your
happen in
supervisor,
my
he said.
neighborhood, so that was interesting.
Probably watch the show.
So anywho, let's go ahead and get to the shenanigans
You let a nigga shenan one time, he gonna shenan again.
for shizzle. So how do you think mental health intersects with the other aspects of our lives, such as work, relationships, and physical health?
Intersex?
Intersects.
This is a Wendell question. He's calm and collective.
I need a break right now from work. Oddly enough. So that shit. With work, I think is important to definitely step away. Am I talking loud? I'm probably talking loud.
Yeah, you're fine.
You're fine.
But it's like right now I think I'm like really consumed and I want to see things go a certain way, but there's certain things that change and I'm not like too keen on stupid changes. But I understand how things go. So, and then you have just kind of life, all the shit you got to deal with. So it's like I'm kind of in tune for like a vacation. I think I'm gonna do a mini vacation. That's kind of how I keep my mentals right. Like we're gonna go to Vegas, but not like a crazy Vegas. We're just gonna go sit in a lazy river and eat canes.
Canes.
You know where that timeshare,
Yes.
yeah. Yes. So, like that's how I feel. Like just
My
mental.
sister went to Vegas last night to watch Mariah Carey.
See, that's not gonna help my mental health. I think everything in price. It's like, damn, I need 3 days of overtime.
If I'm going to Vegas, it's to eat at a buffet.
Really?
I don't gamble.
Would you eat here? Why don't you just go to a buffet here and say fuck Vegas?
Yeah, but it's also a getaway because they have things we don't normally have here. So it's like I'll eat the buffet and then I'll go venture out and see what else is out there.
Have
but
you
it's
done a
food-based.
show?
In Vegas?
Yeah,
No.
those are fun. We did the Michael Jackson one. That was pretty cool. Like shit like that kind of like is nice to where you just
You did what?
unwind. The Circus Dole?
Circus.
Is that how you say it? I don't know. I don't know. Is that nigga bum?
Hey, don't feel anything. I want to go to Vegas just to go to White Castle and the M&M store.
Huh? Why
The
you?
M&M, the candy?
You just
Yeah.
gonna get a bag of M&M?
Well, no, I actually want to go to because they had the store.
I understand that.
You can order that shit offline.
Yeah, you can just buy it.
No, I know that, but it's still the experience, though.
Are you going to get
It's
a
a
bunch
cute
of them
little
that say
store.
Hunter or what?
I want to get some custom ones. Yeah.
That say they?
With your face on it?
No, you can get, we
That
can have
say
letters.
they.
You
Shut
can have them say. You can have them say words or letters or what you want.
Done.
That shit here, boy.
I might get a bag that just says this motherfucker. That's
Oh,
all.
gosh. I'm
I don't think
I
they'll
mean,
let you do that.
I would just say that to answer the question, I think that your mental health intersects all aspects of life.
Well, yeah, naturally.
Like your mental health affects your ability to perform in all areas of your life.
Yeah.
Because it's a constant challenge to overcome internal strife in order to be productive on the outside.
That is a very profound answer.
But
I
what
like
about
that.
when it's off
When what's off?
your mental health?
Then sometimes your game. That's when you off your game. That's when you start fucking up, making the.
Now,
make
let
the
me
mistakes,
let me
yeah.
ask you this: have you ever found yourself in this position where you know your shit's off, but you still execute?
This week, nigga.
And do you ever take that as a victory?
Yeah, because I.
Nigga, get me.
Yes,
Yeah,
nigga.
nigga.
Yes. So when I woke up Thursday, I was like, fuck everything.
Yeah.
I didn't want to go to work.
Yeah.
I didn't want to get out of bed. Yeah. So it was a win.
See, days like that, I take the small victory.
Yeah.
Because I like we talked in the live last night. When I roll out of bed and something doesn't pop, I'm like, that's a victory so far.
Well, then, see, Thursday was a challenge all around. First of all, motherfucker pissed me off about the parking spot. So I didn't want to be there already, right? So then the parking spot pissed me off, right? Then the situation in the yard with the goddamn shifter and the trailer just leaving pissed me off. Then the bitch at the Amazon pissed me off.
Yeah.
Then I got hit in the chest with the metal. I said I should just kept my ass at home. You know how it is when you don't want to work. And,
Yeah,
and
when you do it anyway,
and then,
yeah.
and then everything just seems to irritate you. That was me Thursday.
Yeah, I know that.
That's why I was like, I can't talk to nobody today because I can't hold it in. I'm gonna say some rough shit today. I'm gonna piss some people off today.
I'm a big believer in signs. So if something tells me or it's feeling like it's swaying me a certain way, I don't resist it. I just kind of go into the flow of it. Like I told you when I got the call to do the extra thing, I was like, that's a sign for me to get the fuck off the clock.
So like outward signs.
Yeah, because I'm like, okay, so I was just, my day is flowing and then you kind of cause a disruption to my day. I could just try to push through and make it. I was like, you know what? I'm going to take that as this is my time to exit. So.
Yeah, so I mean, that's what I'm saying. So this week for me, Kev, a lot of these days I had to push through. I was like, yeah, I'm here.
Hey, glad you found it.
I'm just, I got to work 3 days this week and I'm all 4.
Hey, when?
You guys?
I'm kind of the same way as Maurice. Your personal mental health affects everything. Your home, your life, everything. If you're not off, then everything else is going to be off with it.
So when you recognize it, do you instantly kind of go like, I got to adjust, or do you just kind of like what he was saying, try to like?
I adjust.
Yeah,
I
I
adjust
definitely make
because
adjustments.
sometimes you just got to keep still going forward, and it is what it is. Yeah.
I just think it's like the times you just, I call it like walking. You just walking through the mud.
Going through the motions?
Just walk, you walk through the mud, go through the motions, and eventually the shit dry out and you be back level.
Sometimes you got to just say fuck that. Cause
Sometimes you just got to get drunk.
Like what you said right before, and you're like, I'm kind of feeling like, I take those as signs. If I'm feeling like that,
no, I'm probably going to because like I was been at work and I'm like, yo, like my heart rate is high, like I'm having shortness of breath, and I'm like, this is stress, like and anxiety. Like there ain't no reason for me to feel like this. Like, hey, you know what? Fuck it. They gave me this many days off and said that could be sick time. Guess what, nigga? Sick.
Yeah.
Now, my question with that is, since you've gotten older, does it take less to stress to piss you off? Less?
Yes. You know what? Yes.
Shit.
Yes.
Because, I mean, what you just said right there, you talked about,
Yeah.
to someone on the outside, they're going to be like, that's it? You just had words with somebody? That was it?
Look, man. Because I need money, I go to work. If I didn't need the money,
We all do that.
right? Because there's been times, especially last year, I would literally wake up, and if the floor was too cold, when I put my foot, I'm calling off. Like,
I notice my stress level is, I get stressed real easy. Now that I don't get stressed as much, the little things piss me off quicker than the things before.
I've been told I was a robot because I only react to, like, it's almost as well. The only thing I react to is a counter to shit.
Cap.
That's why I've literally been told, like, oh, you only react to. I'm like, well,
I guess
to be fair, it's bullshit.
I guess because I know you don't react outward. You interact. You do your chuckle or your smirk and you just walk away. I was like, that's him controlling his emotion right now because he wanted to say something.
Oh yeah, low.
I've wanted to take flight many a
You
time.
mean your watch goes like this? Ding, ding,
Yeah, it's like, hey, nigga, your
heart rate's up.
are you in some sort of activity right now? Like, no, I'm
Yeah.
But yeah, when I was told that, I kind of just said, oh, if that's how you feel, then. But I don't feel like I'm a fucking robot. I just try not to let my how I'm feeling reflect on how I treat people. So like if I'm pissed off, I'm like I've said before, I'm gonna walk away.
Unless it's their fault.
Yeah, unless it's their fault, then they might catch the energy. But if it's not if it's not their fault, I'm not gonna try to give them smoke just cause. So if I walk away from something, or if they see me reacting to something, it's not in the intention of fucking somebody over. It's just I've identified that right now I'm pissed off. My mental health in a weird, so I'm gonna just kind of go collect my thoughts and go elsewhere. But to hear I was a robot, I heard that shit last night, and it just kind of made me like, I'm like, fuck it.
What's your take, Des?
I agree with what you said, and just to kind of piggyback off what he said, I think the more that I'm aware of myself, stupid shit piss me off faster.
Facts.
Like the more that I'm aware of how I feel about things, when stupid shit come along, I'm like pissed faster.
I think one thing they don't discuss about is when you become more like in tune and like more emotionally intelligent with yourself, you realize how fast and certain things that irritate you quicker than everything. Because you be like, I know it ain't me.
Yeah.
Y'all y'all
Because
tripping.
I think it's growth because you understand who you are.
Yes.
So when you understand who you are and how this situation's going, you're like, I know what you're about to come with, and this is bullshit.
And I'm gonna just remove myself now.
Right, because at
Before
some point we all vibed with the bullshit
Yeah.
at some point, but once we grew and stopped vibing with it, we can recognize it fast.
Yeah, because you're like, oh, you about to come with that
Yeah.
bullshit, and as soon as
Exactly.
you're
Because if I get a couple of rum and cokes in me, I'm gonna argue with you all night.
Yeah.
I got time.
I believe you.
I got time.
Like this morning, some guy went to go back up in a parking spot, and he ran behind me in his car,
that nigga put the fear of God in that man.
and
He ran behind you?
well, he drove behind me right when I was trying to back up into the parking spot. You know how we back up
Yeah.
everywhere, and he went behind me, and I got out of the car, and he looked at me, and he was like, "Sorry," and I just looked at him, gave him a dirty look, and kept on pushing.
To be fair though, it was a hunter backup, so it was like
Fast.
He can't
anybody
quit.
else would have kind of just
Pause.
took their time to back up, but you were the speed at which that nigga, you put the fear of God in that man. He was about to have a heart attack because he
You drive
thought
crazy.
he was about to get hit. But it wasn't, like I said, I'm not saying it's your fault, but I'm telling you,
No.
the speed in which that motherfucker was terrified. So
Hunter drives crazy.
he drives fast.
What doesn't Hunter do that's crazy?
Okay.
So when the speed in which you're back and it looked like you were just about to hit him. So I'm pretty sure in his mind he was like, oh shit, like
That's what he get for going behind people. But yeah, I walked up, and I mean, he said sorry, and me being me, I just look at people and give them a dirty look. It's like I do not even worth my time to engage.
Him acknowledging his mistake and apologizing didn't make you just be like, all right.
that's an
did.
older white man.
did.
That
I did.
motherfucker
I
looked
didn't
like
talk
this.
to him,
This
huh?
might have been his last day.
That was your okay.
I mean,
That was my
I
okay.
got it.
That was my okay. Him saying
I just-
okay was me not saying anything was my response to that. Because if you would have not said anything, I probably would not would have said something.
Oh,
You
okay.
know. But since he said, "Oh, sorry," I was like, "Oh, I didn't say nothing else."
Maybe
I
it's
didn't.
because I'm a girl. He would have said sorry, and I would be like, it's cool.
No,
I think I'm
I-
getting better at recognizing the short fuse and like going back to a long fuse. Like I had some last night. Like some lady came and was trying to fuel up, and I was like, "Hey, this is closed," but I had my jacket on, so she couldn't see my shirt. And then she just started talking slick, but I had my headphone in, so I didn't know what she was saying. And I was like, "What?" She was like, "What?" And I was like, "Oh, she thinks I don't work here." And I was like, "It's cool. Don't worry about it." Turned my shit back on, walked away. Let her keep pushing in buttons. I was like, "It's broke."
Pick your battles.
Yeah, you're right
Nobody
though.
hollering at you at this gas station.
You do get pissed off a little easier now. I've noticed it. I mean, just life in general. I don't hold it
So-
like I used to.
I don't say I get pissed off either. It just more shit irritates me.
Well, when I say pissed off, it's vague. I'm not saying pissed, irritate.
I think I do a good job of handling most of my anger.
So
It used to be worse. I ain't broke nothing in a long time. I used
You Stone Cold Steve Austin just walking around.
Right.
So, can you discuss any cultural or social factors that may contribute to mental health challenges, and how can we address them?
Yeah, black people don't want you to go to the damn therapist.
They act like you're crazy if you say you go to a therapist.
Crazy as hell. if you
they won't go to the therapist, but they'll go to the hood pharmacist.
That's
Yeah.
I don't know. That's
Hunter.
Oh, I'll go
That
to
was
a
for you.
therapist.
And older black parents won't address the ways that they contributed to their younger children's.
It's funny you said
Mental
that.
fuck
Dad.
up.
You said okay. So, my mom sent us this long text yesterday, pretty much like apologizing and all this stuff, right? And what she does from time to time, right? And we always tell her like, "Mom, like, we forgave you a long time ago. Like, forgive yourself," type deal. But it's like, I think it's interesting. Like, my mom has admitted that like, she felt guilty for not being able to turn her life around for us, but like the grandchildren is what motivated her, right? So like, and I will say that my mom, she's a great grandmother. Like she go above and beyond for the grandkids, right? All these little bastards we got around here, and it's just like we are proud of her for
sound like we abusing a kid in there.
I mean, she goes above and beyond for them, and I mean, we appreciate that, and we're happy to see her growth, and I just point out because I do want to say that I appreciate the time she took to heal herself, because I think a lot of us amongst my brother and sister. We forgave her a long time ago. We just kind of know, we understand what life is. I understand what life was in the 80s for black people, period. It was rough. So, and I understand my mom made a lot of life choices that was not conducive to her health or to us, but we are lucky enough to always be with family. So, I'm proud of her for that.
That's good.
You know, when you said do better for the grandkids, if you notice, most grandparents do that. Because just like when you guys are all having kids, when you have your grandkids, you're going to do that too.
I can't do no better than what I'm doing now.
You'd be amazed that you would.
I can't do no better. I'm
But I
struggling.
think some of the stuff we got is a lot of it's
Generational.
Generational.
It's generational, yeah.
it
like
is.
because
It is.
You give Curtis a little more time.
not
He
just
had
to it's a
He needed help.
tenacious. It's not just like a black thing. I don't think sometimes because when you talk to like white people and Mexicans, like like that shit. Like I know some like I didn't need to talk to nobody. I don't need nothing to stop smoking. I'm like some people do, dog. Like don't put someone down for that. Like I've seen that and I've heard that from the older generations because they're like, well, I did it this way. And it's like, cool. Well, you didn't have information. You didn't know. You didn't have good health care. All you had to do was go to work and show up. Like they didn't give you health care. You didn't understand. So, like to me, I think it's more just we got more information and we kind of like know to go do it. Like you can't do this on your own. Like we kind of got that grasp, and our parents probably are happy to see that we can do this, and then they got more time to be like, all right, they're cool. Let me work on me. Like,
And
Yeah, I remember
think
too. Go
I
ahead.
think I just recently realized that it wasn't about race and that this is happening in different cultures. I literally had a white coworker tell me the other day that as a child they would let her go everywhere she wanted to go, and that she contributed that in her mind to like they didn't love her and they wasn't protecting her the way she seen her black friends' parents tell them they couldn't really go out, they had to stay home. That felt like love to her, and I think when I was looking at it as a kid, I was like, wow, they have freedom. They can go do whatever they want to do. But she was looking at it like they're not protecting me.
yeah.
Yeah. I definitely think structure. I think children thrive off structure
Yes, definitely.
because with structure it removes the feeling of unknown. Like they get a routine. They know this is what is expecting me day in day out, and I do this on this day or whatever the case may be. I do definitely think they benefit from that.
Yeah.
And like you said earlier, with black people and healthcare, it's just look how the healthcare system's treated black people for so many years.
Yeah.
That we're just to the point now where this generation, like you guys, are starting to understand. Like, okay, cool, it's okay to go to the doctor.
Yeah, but
Like me, I'm still hesitant on going to doctors.
But to that point, I feel you because it's hard to trust someone with your life because it's like when you look at the history of how we've been treated, it's hard to like just be like, all right, I'm gonna just take everything you say at face value. That's why a lot of black people like you tell someone, I'm gonna go home and do my research first. Like I'm not gonna just take what you said as what it is.
When you say that's why I rock with the doctor I have now is when you're dealing with like medicine and like the doctor kind of goes off script and tells you look
Yeah.
for people of color this is different. Like when they go there and they kind of get off script and they start saying they understand where you're coming from specifically, it's like you kind of feel more comfortable in that sense because when you get generalized and they go, well, it's just because of this, and it's like you're not even taking into account that my DNA makeup may be different completely than all the rest of your patients. Like it's and so when they get off track or get off script and they start telling you like it is, like, look, for people of color, it's different for us. When they start talking like that, then I kind of feel more comfortable or inclined to share where I'm coming from, as opposed to like when I had the doctors before, they just kind of like, oh yeah, it's because of this, and they just check it off, and it's like that's not my DNA makeup is different than the next person. So
That's tough too to me because it's like you gotta look at doctors sometimes as like almost like attorneys.
yeah,
Like it's like they got so many caseloads. It's like just when you find a good one, keep them.
yeah, you got to, and you got to
That's
like
it.
I said, you got to hold that shit because you take that into account. Like damn, like
Because the doctor
you
with
got-
my eye, that fool was dope. Like I came in there and he was like, "I'm about to put this shot in your eye." And I was like, "Fuck." He's like, "No, you'll be fine. Don't worry about it." I was like, "I do this all the time." I was like, "All right, well, I smoke," and I was trying to get out of it. Like I didn't want to be there. And he was like, "Oh, it's fine, man. Like it's cool. I'll just put a little more anesthesia. You'll be fine." I'm just like, oh, he didn't make me feel bad or nothing. He just like, okay, you smoke. That's dope. A little more anesthesia and you'll be okay. And I was like, all right, that's cool. Just the understanding. Like,
and even then it's hard to like, especially when we talk about mental health, like when you talk to like a psychiatrist or a therapist, just it's very hard to, especially coming from our culture, to be so open to tell them about how you grew up or your background. It's very hard to find a therapist because you don't feel comfortable divulging that.
well, you know
Because
what?
you want someone that looks like you.
Yeah,
I asked for someone. I have a therapist, and my therapist is a black lady,
yeah, and it's
and I asked for her.
You should
It's-
check her credentials again.
Can I do this though? When
Don't
it goes
say that.
to,
We already got to deal with that shit already.
I'm saying it ain't working for her.
Oh, got you.
I think one thing
Shots
we do
fired.
leave out when we talk with healthcare, though, is people don't divulge everything to their doctor.
No.
And that's one thing that has to happen. It's like you have to think in the
Look
sense
here.
of, hey, man, if he's going to help me, I probably should tell the truth.
Right.
I have to tell you the truth.
Coming from someone, I tell my doctor everything. She owes me a couple dates because she's violated me.
No, you're just getting old, homie.
It's something weird about,
I almost wanted to pull out a doll and be like, oh, where on the doll did she touch you? Like,
He's like the back part with 2 fingers.
But I will say my doctor, I do feel like I have a great doctor. Like, she's understanding. Like, she's not the kind of doctor to push medication off on you.
yeah,
She's
I
like,
like that.
She's like, all right, look here. I'm gonna give you time to do whatever you want. Like, I'm gonna give you a chance to do it on your own. But if you keep going this way, I'm gonna have to give you this.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So she's giving me chances. So I that's why I say she's a good doctor. She's my doctor. As far as my eye doctor, saying he an old white guy. He cool though, but he don't be like pushing like shit on me. He be like, you ain't got to do it, but if you do this test, it might be helpful. I'm like, I'm not blind, so I'm straight. I'm good. Yeah. And then I go to my dentist for different reasons.
Hey, man, just
What's that?
that's the problem. Like, that's the problem right there. Well, I ain't blind, so I'm straight. You're like, so you're going to go to the worst case scenario?
I mean,
like, I'm cool.
I'm passing the test. I'm taking the eye exam.
I can say this for the first time ever. I have a black doctor. I'm filling them out right now though, because I just started with them.
Well, what have you had before? Because most of mine ain't been white.
Saying I've had the spectrum.
Mine have been, yeah.
Did you, when you saw him, did you say, my nigga?
No,
My Negro?
no.
Brother.
All his
Amigas?
assistants were all white.
Oh. So if they weren't been there, you would have been like, my brother?
No, I just would have
My
been
nigga.
fine. You know how you can say this? I don't want to take somebody's job and reduce them down to that kind of a saying. I want to give them the same respect I would give any other person.
But my point is the comfort level. Like in
No,
your mind.
because
like,
again, I want to give you that
I
same
feel
respect.
No,
like,
you
does
don't
that
have to say it
change?
openly.
Yeah, does that change if they black? Because I'm like, if you come in and you black and you just start talking some wild shit, I'm gonna just look at you
like, oh.
Yeah.
oh, you just
okay.
You just
Okay.
Right. What is it? Then what does that say about
So you ain't
more
my
than him?
brother. Okay.
You,
Got you.
you say that, but my orthopedic, when I broke it was a black guy. I've seen him multiple times with my arm, and every time he see me, be like, bro, come on, why are you in here again?
Well, you develop that over time. I get that, but this is day one. He walks in and we go through everything, and
I'm the type to give him like the quick benefit of the doubt, and then when he starts showing me the other side, so you're not okay.
See, but that's how he was. He was cool at first,
Yeah.
and then after visit 3 or 4, he was like,
Hey, see,
nigga, let me tell you.
I'm about to tell you something wrong. If you get a bad doctor that's all about medicine, just abuse the script.
Next time.
He's talking about okay.
God, okay.
Kevin.
Make
The
a little-
insurance that
make
I
a
have,
little
the
move.
doctors will tell you when you pick your doctor, there's a picture, but it tells you if they'll be open to giving you holistic medicine. So that has helped me pick my doctors. All my doctors are black.
That's what's up.
My doctor before this one was like that. I would literally just go in there and diagnose myself, and it'll just give me whatever I need.
That's your
That
problem.
don't sound like a
That's your
good
problem.
thing.
That's extra business. I mean,
But see, that's part of the problem, and that's why we have such a big drug
I will
issue
say
in
this.
our community now because they probably wasn't giving them white people that same.
oh shit, that's who I bought them from.
Yeah, of course, but they giving it to the brothers.
No, I bought them from the white people.
Oh hell,
Des, you reminded me that my wife's OB was a black lady.
Yeah, mine is. Too.
Nadine, with her fine ass.
He remembered the name.
I know the whole name. I ain't gonna give you the last name. I don't want y'all flooding her office. We need to make her appointment.
Ain't that weird?
Well, if she good, then tell your wife to text me her number.
Right?
No.
Isn't that weird though? How
Share, don't be
when women
gatekeeping.
find a good OB/GYN and whatever, and they all kind of just
Nope.
Yeah,
She's
no,
secret.
because black women die at the most alarming rate ever during childbirth. So
Oh,
when
yeah,
we
no,
find an
right.
OB, we are not gatekeeping.
No.
But but you're back to that whole
You
medical
not-
system in
Yeah.
black people
You
too, though.
can't, you can't see Nadine.
Why?
Nadine is ours.
He's being stingy.
Nadine is ours.
See me when
If
they,
your wife's looking at this, girl, inbox me Nadine information. Please.
So can I say this? Can I say this? That's part of the problem.
Right, gatekeeping. Hey, don't gatekeep the good doctors. I do have a good OB though, and
Nigga over
as
here
I
like
mentioned,
She ain't
Denzel
Nadine.
Washington.
no, she's great. And as I mentioned before, I've had multiple miscarriages, and one of them was twins, and she was on vacation in Jamaica when I lost them, and she called me from the beach. Like I just so happened to check my email, what's going
Yeah, see?
on. Like she
That's
was
how
completely.
Nadine is. We got her cell phone number,
Yeah,
her email.
she was on top
We
of
got
it.
everything but her address.
Every
I
time you
couldn't
say
hold-
something, I hear Cat Williams.
I
Nadine.
couldn't hold food down, and she called me from her cell phone. Like, look, I ain't supposed to tell you this. Go get you some candy candies from the weed shop. Cut them in half. Eat one, and you're gonna be able to eat. And she was right.
That's what's up.
She's really good.
I remember when Nadine said when she set the date for the delivery, and now you say the cat thing. Now I hear she was like, I know I'm gonna be there.
Yeah, it's every time you say something, that's what I expect to hear now. That's the.
And
But,
see, me when it comes to my OB for my wife, can't stand them.
It's a guy
No. Just there's bad. My wife's always had bad experience with them.
because she ain't had Nadine.
Anyways,
This nigga's gatekeeping this. Okay.
it don't bother
everybody's-
me because she's out of my driving distance, so screw her.
Who,
So,
Nadine?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she way out your driver.
Yeah, exactly. So it's not even in my. It
know you
don't
had-
phase me.
Look, Nadine done been in 3 offices. Wherever she go, we go. If she call us next month and say I'm gonna be in Tustin, we gonna be in Tustin. We go where Nadine go.
Well,
Well,
that's good.
All right.
gatekeeping.
Yeah,
As
he
we-
gatekeeper. It's okay though.
As we move
I'm gonna
on,
find your wife on the internet, inbox her. Hey, how you doing? I know you don't know me, but can I get Nadine information?
as we move on,
It ain't
it's
hard to find her.
when did you start finally becoming comfortable with being you
In January.
I still ain't been comfortable yet.
at all? Like when you start, I'm not saying like completely comfortable. When you start understanding this is me.
Oh, that's from birth. I'm just
All
not-
right, we're just gonna come back to Mo because I know it takes some time
I
to get used
literally
to the
just
question.
got there. I literally just got there. And I think it's because I was spending so much time trying to make me comfortable for everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
So I was trying to have a version of me that made everybody else around me comfortable. I just started to, and I'm just starting to get to that point
fuck
where
them,
I'm like,
fuck them people.
Yeah. And it's really been since just this year.
That's what's up.
If I'm gonna answer it seriously. I think the answer to that question is that I can't give you a direct answer because it's changed. It constantly changed.
Yeah,
Because I was comfortable being me, post being married, then being married Maurice, then being Maurice the father. So it's like I'm still like, because there's some fatherhood shit I'm still not comfortable with.
yeah, I get
Like
that.
literally,
And
literally, my daughter is about to be 7, Andy. She asked me last night if I could bathe her. I said, "You about to be 7. We over this now. You're 7 now."
but
Right?
I said,
There's certain I'm still not comfortable. I've never been comfortable doing that. Period. You know what
Why
I'm saying?
though?
It's just for me. It's weird. It's
That's your
weird.
daughter though.
I understand that. It's just weird.
I feel like it's a kind of like an ever evolving question
Yeah.
because like you have your starts to where you just kind of get to that point where you're like, you know what, this is me, and then like as you evolve, you realize this is also me. Like this is like it kind of it keeps coming. Like you're like, oh, pause, but you know what I'm saying, like
Getting
anyway.
older, different things in your life.
yeah, you start to understand like, oh, this is me, and then you kind of evolve to the next level. This is also me, and then like it's
Especially like when you're trying new things.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, I'm about to make this call to the people just cause. Here we go. Let's see if this.
If they answer,
Well, they're gonna answer.
oh, they better answer. I got some shit to say.
You always talking shit.
It's what I do best.
Hello.
Hello.
Yo.
What's up? You're a part of the Heavyweight Podcast this morning. We are doing a Just Cause call, And we wanted to ask you this question. When did you finally start becoming comfortable with being you? And I know it's a constant evolving question because, we have stages of where we start to accept more and more of ourselves. But do you remember exactly when you started saying, you know what, this is me. They just gonna have to rock with me.
For myself, I would say like when I'm gonna go like based off of age. I would say like maybe when I was like 33. I'm 34 right now.
So this is recent.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. Like it's always gonna be like something that you could work on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I would say that like it's kind of a loaded question, like comfortable being yourself or like comfortable being like who you are to the world. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I
Yeah.
said that's two different things. Like I knew I was gay my whole life, but like I didn't I didn't feel comfortable being a gay man until I moved away from home. And like now I feel comfortable like being a black gay man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
as a man, like at 33, I feel like that's around the time that I started feeling comfortable being comfortable with that.
That's what's up.
Is that Sebastian?
Yes, it is.
Hi, good morning. I just picked up on his voice.
Who was that?
It's me,
Des.
it's Des.
Hey,
Hey, how you doing?
This is, do I look 8?
Yes, it's me. I was like, this voice sound
Period. What's going
familiar.
on?
How you doing?
I wanted to set it up the proper way, but yes.
Yes, good morning.
I'm weak. That's so cool. That's my dog. I've been knowing Desiree since we was kids.
Yeah.
I wanted to set it up the proper way.
Yes, and every time
That
I
was cool.
don't want to go to the gym, I hear you telling me health is wealth in my head, and I get up and go.
Hey, listen, I'm dressed for the gym right now. I was been waiting for y'all to call so I can go after.
Oh, for sure.
Gotta stay in that thing, man. Like it's a process. It's a lot. Like it's a lot that goes into this, like into this life, into this world. Like you don't really like realize how hard life is until you become your parents. Like we're our parents now.
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying? Like we are them. Like we're who
No, I'm
they
better
was
than
when
that.
we was kids. And like, I mean like you said what?
I said I'm better than that.
He's talking about his parents.
Yeah, absolutely. But I mean like, like I remember my dad, he had 2 kids at my age. And it was just him. And I couldn't imagine how he was able to take care of us. Like I can barely take care of my fucking self right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, can I cuss?
Yeah, you can cuss. You can do whatever. Feels free.
Yeah, just be you.
And like I
Like,
said,
you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, like, it's a lot to think about. Like, you grow up and you start thinking about just things that you never really thought about. You be like, dang, like, that's crazy. Like,
Hey,
it's crazy.
Hey, Sebastian, where you located?
I live in Marina Valley.
Oh, never mind then.
I thought what you going gym partner?
No, I got a cousin.
Oh, he's trying to. Anyway,
I got a cousin who's single.
You trying to play with the cousin.
You know,
And Sebastian cute too.
I got.
Where your
You
cousin
think
at?
my cousin not?
I don't know where your cousin at. Let me see. I'll be the judge.
Okay, look here. If he related to me, you know he cute. Okay.
what I want to say, Sebastian, is like I told you in the message. I think it's dope. I watch how you move and everything that about you screams positivity.
Yes.
Being confident in being you, and like it inspires me because I'm like, you know what, he's doing him. He's in the gym. He's doing like the bartending, everything. Like everything you do is like very inspiring to watch, and I appreciate you for being able to be you. Kind of feels like it's like an open invitation for everybody else to do the same.
Yeah. I agree.
Oh, man, that means a lot. That really does. Because, I mean, I honestly don't be thinking that people be paying attention to me. I just be out there living my life. You know what I'm saying? And
And
like, when
you do
people,
it well.
like, respond to the stuff that I do, I'm like, hey, period. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I really be feeling like I'm the only one living this life, and like people be just able to relate to it. It's like it's very warming. It's heartwarming for sure.
Yeah, and it's very inspiring to watch, and like you do it so well, and like I'm like, man, like that's what's up. Like it makes you just be able to say, you know what, I need to take an interest in bettering myself. So it's dope to watch.
It's really all about self-love, bro. Like,
Yeah,
it's like, do you love yourself enough to want to do the things that you've always wanted to do? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's things that I've never done in my life that I really want to do that like, that's being held back by like, maybe one or two things. And I feel like one thing was like, like I knew that I always wanted to be closer to God, but I was just so far from him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, I didn't know how I was going to get there, but I remember being like, back in the day, like, years ago when I would be like, like out there living, when I used to live in Las Vegas, I used to be out there. And I remember I would wake up and I would like be like hungover from the night before, feeling sick, like, and sad about like, what I'm saying, like because of the things that I did the night before, like because I was out of my mind, I was drunk and on drugs and like, what I'm saying. And I remember like I would think like, damn, I really, really want to get closer to God. This is not how I want to live. Like I just didn't know how to get there. Like, what I'm saying. This was like 6 years ago. It took a long time to get here. I just got baptized last week on Sunday, and it took a long time to get here. Like, what I'm saying. And I remember I would pray about this day. I would pray about the person that I would be. Like, what I'm saying. I didn't even know that I would even live back in California. Like living back in all of this stuff is new to me. I've been back here 8 months.
That's what's up. But you're doing it well.
Yes.
And you
like, so life will throw you curveballs. You just never know how it's gonna happen. You just gotta catch them back.
You definitely gotta love yourself enough to make the hard decisions.
Yes, definitely. Definitely. Yeah.
You said what?
You have to love yourself enough to make the hard decisions.
Yes.
And sometimes you just gotta love yourself.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And it's a beautiful thing to watch. And I'm sure we'll reach out again. And I appreciate you.
Hold on.
All right, Kevin's got a question.
I need you to do 17 more crunches for me.
Do his for him.
What was that?
I ain't got nothing.
He wants you to do his crunches for him when you get to the gym this morning. He said he ain't going in there.
Dead bod.
He says he has the dead bod and he needs you to do 17 crunches for him. So, but yeah, we appreciate you for being a part of the pod this morning. Also, like I said, we'll reach out more again and reaching forward. Enjoy your gym time and thank you again for sharing your thoughts.
Thank you for having me, man. Thank you. I appreciate it for even considering me. So I appreciate it.
It's always love.
All right, man. I love y'all. Hey, bro, Desiree, hit me up, fool.
I will, because you in Mobile and I'm in Redlands and we go to lunch.
All right, say less.
All right. Love you. Have a good day.
All right. You too, man.
Bye.
All right, y'all.
Bye.
The fact that you said lunch and not brunch, to me, you don't really fuck with him like that.
I like lunch, brunch, all of it, but he be at the gym at brunch time, so we gonna have to go to lunch.
So that was dope. Anybody else have anything to chime in with about being comfortable with you, Hunter?
I don't know. That's a weird door for me.
Because I feel like since I've known you, you've always kind of said, "This is me."
Well, I've always been that way, but I've also noticed
that's the only good quality you have.
I've also been more me. If you know.
Yeah, but I think it's like even with Sebastian's point, it's what I think draws me to you as far as when you just say, "This is me," you take it or leave it. Like that's inspiring.
No, hey, just like you said, just being old.
I don't know if it's being old. I think it's experience.
It's got experience because Sebastian's younger
You can't
than
say
me.
I will say this about that Negro. He is who he is.
Yeah.
And he don't hide it. And if you don't like it, that's one thing about it. If you don't like him, he play fuck it. You ain't got to do it.
You ain't got to. Like I fuck with that.
I
Like,
respect it so much.
And that's why he be by himself.
Yeah.
that's not true.
But that's
No, he
cool,
got
too.
people.
You got peoples.
Ain't nothing
Who
wrong
is
with
people?
being by yourself.
No, again,
y'all.
you can be with me or not. I mean, it doesn't bother me to be by myself. I can always go find people.
Period.
Short people?
No, I'm just talking about people. I'm not anything. I'm like you said, I'm a social butterfly in the same aspect when I want to be.
But then you be a social butterfly and then cuss people out when you get there.
Yeah. That is me.
But as we continue on, how do you support family members when they are going through something mentally when it also affects you?
You can only support them as much as they will let you.
Yes.
You can't be intrusive to their space and their time of healing. See, I'm on my crystal shit.
I see you. He out here with these well thought out answers.
Yeah, so you know what that means for the next one.
You gonna be turned up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all always want me to say some off the wall shit.
I mean, you're more lethal.
I'm trying to do better in life.
And then we look at Kevin, and he has these stories.
He's always in deep thought and shit.
He'll say this story, and it's a serious
really
story,
just
and
be
I end up
high.
laughing uncontrollably.
Go ahead,
Nah,
Ken,
I
what you-
don't know stories. I know mental health with you.
Hey man, keep that motherfucking cheesecake.
Look at his face. Right, Kevin? Right? He just looked at the camera, did it?
Don't
Look
we
at
have
this
a,
nigga.
Hey, don't we have a? Are you done? Are you done?
Are you done?
That one could be interesting too, because what if they're ready to deal with it and you're not? Because if it's a mental health thing that they got going on that affects you,
Because
you're like,
there's a
"Shit,
balance.
You know what? I want to be there, but like, let me have the time, like, so we don't have a explosive environment. If that,
I think that's part of the maturity of let me come to you, say my piece,
Yeah.
and then you respond to your timetable.
yeah,
But let me say my piece so that I clear my mental and get this shit off my chest.
understood.
And then when you're ready to have the conversation, because I think a lot of times it's up to us to either just receive or just send out, and then just expect the back and forth when the time comes.
Yeah.
But sometimes, like if you're ready to get the burden off you got to get the burden off you.
Yeah,
I think that's an area that I still have room for growth.
oh yeah,
I don't think I'm actually handling that well when someone in my family is having their mental issues, because I want to deal with it now. And if that's not when their time frame is, I think I can be pushy.
So you get impatient.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's an area that I need to do better.
How do you think you would do better?
I think I need to be better with maybe respecting boundaries. Because, for example, if I can tell when something's wrong with my husband, he will tell me I'm fine. I know this nigga not fine, and I will keep bugging him, and I think that may be making the problem worse. And I think I
Yeah,
also
see-
do it to my mom.
See, here's the thing about men, right? If a man tells you he's fine, what he's telling you is that he's processing. I'm fine means that I'm dealing with it. I'm not ready to talk about it. And then a lot of times when women, you keep pushing us to talk about it, now we're going to go from dealing with it to just being pissed off about it.
Aggravated. Yeah.
I
So now
can see that.
you're worsening the situation. So like a lot of times, like, you know, I don't say I'm fine. I just say okay. Like my thing, I'm like okay, I walk away. Like I'm not ready for this right now. Okay, let me go calm down. Let me get my thoughts together. So like when he says I'm fine, that's just him. That's you know, because part of being a boy is you've been taught since birth to
Walk it off.
walk it off. You hold everything in, and then you deal with the anger, and then you know, some people find outlets, some people don't. So him saying he's okay that's just part of his process of actually dealing with what he's going through.
Yeah, I agree. And I do need to work on being better with respecting that.
So the question to me is, and like I ask this to my wife and stuff too, because she'll tell me stuff she's working on, and I go, well, what are you doing to work on it? Like, what do you think you should do? Like, because to me, when I say I'm working on it, I got to figure out, I can't just say I'm working on it and not have a course of action, if that makes sense. And like, and that's the hardest part, is to figure out what your course of action is. Like, when you recognize it, what are you gonna do? Like, what do you do? Like, what is your plan to like
I think
figure
that
out
depends
to do
on
that?
what it is.
No, but I get that. You still, I feel like, have to have a course of action. Because if you just tell yourself you're going to do this and don't have things in place to do these things, how do you get to that?
Like, give me an example of like what, like working through what?
If it's like how you were saying, if it's like being pushy, you recognize when you're in that situation. Like at some point, like I can't tell you how to do anything, but it's like, okay, shit, I recognize what's going on. Like you have to figure out, do I need to like stop and count to 10, or do I have to do this, or just like, you know what I'm saying?
I
like,
would say like in Dez's situation, like she has to be more mindful in the moment.
yes, that's
And then you can help him along with his process. You just have to figure out
what am I going to do to not do what I've been doing. You get what I'm saying?
You have to figure out, because a lot of times it's like it could be something as simple as like taking care of something that he would normally take care of for him, right?
Yeah.
Just to give him more time to have thought to himself, right? So it's like you, in that instance, like for me, like I understand like when my wife's going through certain things and I can see she's overwhelmed. So my initial reaction is like, okay, let me just start taking some shit off her plate.
Yeah.
Let me take care of this and this and this. So now she got more time to be her. Oh, don't trip. I'm gonna take care of Phoenix today. You go do whatever you gotta do. Get your time. So that's just for me. So like I figured out, and because in a way, like it happens to all of us. Like life gets heavy. You know what I'm saying? And you get stuck in the routine, and you're in the routine, but you still got life happening. You know what I mean? And so now you gotta, as a partner, I feel like now it's my job to take away from her routine so that she can have time to process and disperse what's going on with her.
You you brought up a dynamic that's kind of funny. You're pushy with your husband. I'm pushy with my wife.
All the time.
Who's pushy in your family?
It depends on what is going on.
Is it? So you and your wife push it back?
Yeah, because we have different passions. If I'm not passionate about it, I'm not going to push her.
Okay.
But if she's passionate, but she's not going to push me too much because she know I'll get to a point where I just say, fuck it. And it's whatever you want. Because eventually I'll just say whatever you want to do. It don't matter. I'll show up. Literally on our wedding day, I said, just tell me when to show up.
Wow.
Well, it's weird because, like you said, when a problem arises, when even a problem in my marriage arises, I'm more of the let's talk about it right now. Let's deal with it right now.
Me too.
Versus my wife is more like, no, let me sit back, let me think about it, process, and I had to learn how to step back.
See,
from
I
that.
would say for us, for our dynamic, we both step back.
Okay.
Because we realize that if we're clashing in the moment and we try to talk about it, we're not coming from a safe space. I'm coming from anger. She coming from anger. We coming from hurt. So we step back. We try to gather our thoughts, let it calm down. It may be this may be over the course of 30 minutes, over the course of a couple of days. Like we had something that go on this week. It took 3-4 days before we talked about it. But it's just whatever that is. And then so now when we come back together, we can actually hear each other. Instead of me listening to her to respond and her listening to me to respond, we can actually take in what's being said and then try to get a solution to the problem or the situation. And that comes with time and growth.
I've learned just to step back when things happen. I've just learned to step back because I'm more of a let's deal with it right now kind of person.
Like, because I always said you can't force the timetable if somebody's not ready, and I think that's hard for a lot of people, especially for people who are doers and they're like, no, I want to just get this over with so I can move forward. Sometimes you gotta learn how to move forward, keep life going, and then double back to fix the missing link and then keep it going again.
Yeah, and that's where my growth's gonna have to come in because I'm definitely like we need to do it right now type of person, and I need to learn that step back aspect of it because I'm not.
Yeah, what's the urgency?
Because I'll be ready to just move on to the next thing.
Yeah, but the fuck difference, you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta kind of look at it like that.
My response to that would be the next thing should just be enjoying life together.
That's true.
So if just enjoying life together is always the next thing, you should have the mindset of, okay, the next thing going forward is me enjoying life, with my partner. So if I'm trying to get to that, I need to give them their space to deal with what they're dealing with so we can get to there.
Yep. Sometimes I treat it like a bill on a Friday. Hey. Our niggas ain't gonna see me till Monday.
So with that being said, this has been episode 144 of the Heavyweight Podcast. Again, I am Stutter McFly, your anti-social host, with this lady and these three guys.
I'm Thanasis.
It's your boy Molito.
Hey, and they call me Hunter.
All of them.
And I'm Des the Diva.
Like, subscribe, share, comment. Till next time, we love you. Peace.
So excited!
It's a wrap. That's all she wrote, folks. Thanks for tuning in once again. You can check us out on all streaming platforms. Click like, subscribe, leave some comments, you know what I'm saying? Is it Monday yet? Hello. Every Monday you got new episodes, so tune in. Have a blessed one.